Okay, well, time for a little bit of a reset, I guess. I'm actually going to start fresh. We're going to tear my B7 down. Now, what I didn't explain to you probably before this video is that we had some issues, steering issues with this B7 chassis in our last round at Rick's. It would have been our New Year's race. We were having some major steering issues with this B7, and we figured it out. We had some bent steering parts, got it figured out. In the meantime, to make the race and not have to tear a whole buggy down and build it again, I had a B64 that I put all my 17.5 electronics in and used that to race yesterday. And I felt like that was part of it, is because my subconscious was already telling me that it was going to be a different buggy and different feel, and then I just wasn't going to be able to drive it the same. So, yeah, we're going to basically strip this B7 down. Now, when I built this is my original B7 chassis that I built that was fresh out of the box. And it was kind of my first build, if you will, from scratch. Everything else that I have bought has been technically pre-assembled just because I buy a lot of consignment and used stuff to save money. And so we are going to tear this buggy completely down because it's probably needed it for a long time. And we are going to go through, we got our new steering parts. We got some new weights because we're going to change the setup in the car as well. We have a new servo for it. We're going to get rid of the 21.5 electronics that are in it right now. We had thrown those back in this just in case we needed it, but we didn't. So we're going to tear those electronics out, do a full rewire job on this car, and hopefully start this next round. We have our, it would be the third round, I believe, of the Winter Series with RC Plus this weekend coming up. And I believe... I think this is May. I think this is the third round. So don't quote me on that. If I'm wrong, I'll put it in the video. But yeah, we're just gonna try and get this thing prepped, put new bearings in it, do some titanium hardware, do a complete rewire job on the 17.5 electronics that'll go back into it. Change up our gearing. We actually have quite a bit we're gonna change. We're gonna change shocks, do a little bit of change there. And kind of go from there. So we've got this thing completely back together, guys. In the intro of the video, I had told you guys what we had done last weekend to go stock buggy racing. We were racing our B64, and we ended up having tons of issues, which we kind of knew we would. We didn't have the setup dialed. We got our B7, our original B7, back together, okay? And I'll give you, you know what, let's do this. Let's get you. Okay, so we ended up putting this thing back together. We took it all the way down to the chassis, all the way down to the bare chassis to not only clean it, but disassemble the whole thing and then reassemble it back together and fix a couple things that we had going on. Now, I'll just walk you through real quick the electronics we used. We've got ProTech 160 TBL servo, factory team one-piece aluminum mount there, which those are really good. Gets rid of the factory plastic one. Hobbywing XR10 ESC Coyote 6500 milliamp shorty pack. R1 17.5 stock motor with a HD rotor in it. And then gearing wise, we haven't picked what pinion we're going to run, but spur, we run the 72 teeth spur with the factory slipper for now. I know a lot of people will hate on the factory slipper, but I actually personally like the feel that it has. Gives me a really, really good feel to the car and just what I'm used to. The other thing we did, and I'll flip this around here. Hold on. So we also did factory carbon arms. Revolutionary design sway bar mount here on the back of the bulkhead here. One Up Racing titanium turnbuckle kit. We also pulled all the bearings out, cleaned them, rebuilt the diff, re-greased the transmission. What else did we do? Redid all the shocks. Sorry, I tipped the car over here. Give me a second. Got this thing pretty dialed in, guys. Put those One Up titanium turnbuckles on there. Got some other little One Up hardware and goodies. We've got the new ProMotion Vipers and some 1-Up Racing red wheel nuts. ProTech fan. We always use the ProTech stuff. I've got a couple of random, like my sensor wire is a Tekin wire. I don't know why I even have this Tekin wire, but and then we use the 1-Up receivers that link to the MT44 Sanwa receiver or radio. Sorry. Shock fluid, we went 42 in the front, 40 in the rear. That's kind of what we like as far as our setup goes. And then we've also got some super nice 1-Up battery terminal plugs. I really like these because these really make it easy for pulling your plugs out and just keeping all of your electronic stuff clean and not having just like an unsoldered bullet, if you will. So got this thing back together. ProMotion Vipers in the back on AE associated wheels. I try to run the factory wheels because I like the offset a little bit better than all the aftermarket wheels. They seem to work better for me. So we also did up front new shock tower. We had noticed our shock tower was splitting in certain areas, and so we ended up went ahead and replaced that as well. And then we also changed our KPI setup. We also went with the 13 KPI. I don't know if this is going to be a good switch or not. I just doing some reading, and yeah, I think we're going to give it a shot this weekend at the round 3 of the RC Plus race, the winter series at RC Plus. We also have brand new body from Shake Paints, new J-Con body from our boy Shake Paints. Whoops, that's upside down. Shake Paints up at Roseburg, EBRC Raceway. Our boy Rick, always giving us killer paint jobs. And then I posted this the other day. If you didn't see it, we finally have a matching fleet. Okay, so 10 scale 2-wheel drive mod buggy, stadium truck. My Micro B's all like knocked over up here. Matching Micro B and matching 8 scale and matching Mini B. So all my racing program now for off-road is all matching bodies and race, color schemes for the vlog, which is kind of cool. I was pretty excited about that. We got to get some fresh Velcro thrown on that and get it mounted up for this weekend because, like I said, we've got our next off-road race this weekend coming up at RC Plus. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel for the race recap on that. You guys enjoyed the hobby shop tour there, so we'll probably do another walkthrough, go a little bit more in depth. Some of you guys asked for a little bit more in-depth video, so we're going to try and do that as well. So we appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the like button down below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and as always, guys, we will see you next time.